Hello, hello. You're watching Trending with the Tennessee Tribune. I'm Ashley Northington, the Agency Director and Founder at DENOR Brands and Public Relations, and we're here on behalf of the Tennessee Tribune with Mr. Newton Holliday, who is a candidate for General Sessions Judge Division 3. We're here to learn more about the candidates running for office so that you can be briefed on the issues that matter to you both most. So let's jump right in. So, Mr. Holliday, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're running for office.
Okay, well, I'm a third generation Nashville. Lived here most of my life, except for the times that I was in college. I went to Fisk University.
Okay.
I attended law school at Texas Southern University.
Okay.
Immediately after I graduated from law school, I began practicing here in Davidson County. I've been in private practice for over 30 years, doing both civil and criminal trial work.
Mm-hmm.
I also practice in federal court as well.
Wonderful. So tell me, what do you feel like the biggest issue facing your judgeship, like the biggest issue in justice today?
And well, the biggest issue, this particular court is a domestic violence court.
Right.
Okay. That's a big issue now.
Mm-hmm.
It handles orders of protection, assault cases, and just generally anything that's dealing with people who are in some type of relationship together. That is the biggest thing that's going on now. 3 courts are designated for that. However, the judges do rotate.
Mm-hmm.
They do hear criminal cases and they do hear civil cases as well.
Wonderful. So tell me, how have you prepared yourself for this particular judgeship?
Well, like I said, I've been in the courts for over 30 years.
Sure.
I've been there primarily pretty much every day.
Okay.
And surrounding counties. That in and of itself prepares you to be a judge. You go before so many judges.
Sure. So what?
Your practice.
Wonderful. So what's like the special sauce or the special ingredient about you that makes you like the most qualified for this position?
Well, first of all, I'm the most qualified as far as time.
Okay.
I've been practicing law for 30 years. I've been to my opponents for like 20 years or 22 years or something to that effect.
Sure.
So I came up under a system where I was taught to give back to the community. And this is my way to giving back to the community. I've practiced in this community. I might as well start giving back to some public service.
Wow. So what can people who visit your court, what can people expect from you as a judge?
Fairness. Opportunity to be heard. Of course, the judge's job primarily is to listen to the evidence from the witness stand and to make a decision. Now, this particular court hears primarily misdemeanors.
Right.
Anything that's a misdemeanor is something that's 11 months, 29 days. Anything more than that time would be a felony. And that at this level, they would be entitled to a preliminary hearing. And the judge determines whether it gets bound over to a higher court, which would be criminal court.
Wonderful. So why do you think the voters should choose you?
Well, one, there's a lack of minority judges in the courthouse.
Sure.
Male minority judges. And I hope to fill that spot, that position. I think I'm highly qualified. I'm respected by my peers. And I think I can handle this job very well.
Now, you said that you were a minority judge and that you'd be a minority judge and that you'd be one of the few minority males in a role like this, and that you've had a lot of time. Is there anything else that you think sets you apart from the other candidates in the field?
Well, I was trained by some very highly intelligent lawyers.
Sure.
And over the course of the years, I've learned a lot of things, and I'd be willing to give that back, my knowledge back to the community.
Is there anything that draws you to this particular court? I know it's a domestic violence court. What is it that makes you want to be involved in this particular role?
In other words, would you ask me what makes me want to be a judge?
No. Why do you want to be a judge in this particular court?
Well, all the courts are divided up by division.
Sure.
Okay, and this particular court primarily hears the domestic issues.
Right.
I have a lot of experience in that area. I've had over 100 hundreds of tribes, areas. It gives me sort of the insight on how to rule in particular cases.
Sure. So if you were elected, what would you say your legacy would be as a judge?
Well, as I told you, actually my family's, I'm third generation.
Sure.
My father was a teacher here. My grandfather was a teacher here, and I come from a background of educators.
Mm-hmm.
And my ability to be able to educate, use the programs that are necessary to help people get through their cases. A lot of times people come to court and have no idea what's going to happen to them.
Oh yeah, sure.
What is going to be the result? How is this going to affect my life forward?
Yeah.
And so I believe I can help those people by providing they have certain programs that sometimes people are not aware of, and help them get through these particular rough times in their life.
Wonderful. So where can voters learn more about you? Do you have website or social media channels?
Well, I'm getting my website all set up now.
Okay.
So I'm on social media, so
Okay.
you can find me on Facebook, Instagram,
Wonderful.
Twitter.
Wonderful. So you tweet. What's your Twitter name?
Rico Holiday.
Okay. Wonderful. I have to find you. Well, that's all you've heard here, folks. Thank you for watching Trending with the Tennessee Tribune.